This is More to Say with Randy Naughton. Interesting conversations with interesting people. We welcome you into another episode of More to Say podcast with Randy Naughton. We have interesting conversations with interesting people, and we thank you so much for joining us. And I do want to talk about something that you've heard me mention quite a lot. It is an organization called Team Jakey, and they have a new website, teamjakey.org. You need to check it out. Team Jakey was born of a family tragedy. The Zeller family lost a loved one, their brother Jake, to suicide. So they decided to make it their mission to end the stigma of mental illness and hopefully prevent other suicides in other families. So preventing other families from having to go through all of this. So they started this organization, and it's a weird thing to say, but they like to call themselves the fun uncle of mental health. So here to explain, we're going to explain it all. Two members of Team Jakey, Secretary Logan Janis. You hear me talk about Logan all the time. He is not only my podcast partner, but he's also the host of the Mostly Superheroes podcast. And also we're welcoming in Sam Zeller, who is the treasurer. Both members are on the board of directors for Team Jakey, which is a 501c3. Welcome in, guys. How you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for having us.
I'm so thrilled to have you guys. And we've talked about the Team Jakey story before, about how this was born of a family tragedy. But now you guys, as a collective unit, are really kind of going all out to put on events all over town. Sure, it's a somber, terrible subject, but you want to make it, I guess, more casual and more conversational. You're having the 12th Annual Gentleman Jake Memorial Cornhole Tournament on Saturday, September 20th. This is happening is it the VFW post in Florissant, Logan?
Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus, my bad. Sorry.
You're close.
My bad. My apologies to the Knights.
That's their direct competitor, Randy. How dare you?
I know. I'm so sorry, guys. So, Sam, let's talk about you first. You know, the whole phrase and the whole moniker, the fun uncle of mental illness, kind of might take people aback a little bit, but that's what you guys do. Explain some of these events that you do.
Well, it's the fun uncle, but, I also like to say we operate as kind of the bridge between those that are struggling and maybe don't know how to seek help or feel comfortable seeking help quite yet, and those that are professional psychiatrists, therapists that can provide the professional services that these individuals need or may want. And then we just, we're a comfortable team and organization ourselves. So people maybe need to hear what we have to say and learn from us, but don't necessarily need the professional help just yet. They can just be in an environment where mental health and suicide prevention, all things related, are accepted, and we're here to listen as well.
And unfortunately, the Zeller family knows from experience. Do you know of people who have come up to you guys at some of these events and said, you know what, I need help, or I'm thinking about getting help, or you've helped me?
Oh, absolutely. I would say almost every event we have, even if it's just one person, we have somebody that says, hey, I know someone that could really benefit from just getting involved with your group, or, hey, you just taught me about Provident behavioral health, the resources that we provide, and just, give knowledge to those that attend. It happens every year. Numerous people have come up to us.
Yeah, and it's pretty incredible how it might take an event such as this, something fun, a backyard game like cornhole, and people getting together in the community to kind of be the catalyst for somebody to start a different mindset or to start that change. So we want to talk about Team Jakey as a 501c3. You guys, you just kind of established that as a 501c3. I know that, Logan, did you say you're the secretary?
Yeah, I got to join the board late last year in 2024, and I was one of those people that came on as a fan first, as like, you might think of Team Jakey. I've seen this name. I've seen In the Stigma. I've heard of this cornhole tournament. I can kind of mix in my experience and talk about the event at the same time coming up, because that was my, outside of meeting Sam and the Zellers ahead of the first cornhole that tournament that I attended 2 years ago. I didn't really know what to expect, and this is what you can expect, because we're doing it again this year. I get to be a part of it to help produce this. Is, depending, the weather dependent, team availability. We have to always say that, but It's worked out in the past. A helicopter landing on the field there in Florissant. We also have an FBI SWAT presentation where, I don't know what to expect this year, but I can tell you the year before last, a person in a suit got tackled by a dog, a police dog.
It wasn't you, was it, Logan?
It was Sam.
It was me.
I got it all on video.
Awesome.
There are magicians, a photo bus. There's going to be 2 bounce houses this year. It's much more than the cornhole tournament.
You forgot to mention one very special little equine friend.
I build to the big stuff, Randy, as you know. So we got amazing raffles and prizes for all budgets of all sizes, I like to say. Like, everybody can get in on the fun. And Uno, the mini horse with Randy Naughton, will be there. There you go.
My little guy is going to be there, and we're going to definitely do a deeper dive into everything happening there, including Uno, and I'll let you know, because it is a family-friendly event. Sam, I wanted to ask you about turning in and officially becoming a 501c3. Obviously, you guys started this with the mission of helping others, and it's all about raising funds and awareness. How has that journey been for you guys? And now you're an official 501c3. You're like, we got there, or you're like, oops, we got more work to do.
Yeah, no, it is definitely like that aha moment of finally. But we, for the last 10, 11 years, we've operated kind of as like a subset of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And then slowly kind of inched our way into a more autonomous organization that always kind of fed Provident Behavioral Health and American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And we finally, we got some individuals on the board like Logan and Joel, some real talent to take us to the next step and get us that 501c3 status. And I think, now we've made it. Now it helps us that much more, gives us credibility. And then Logan and his wife really doing absolute work on a new website for us. And it just helps us stand out and legitimize. We've always been legitimate. It's just now we're doing everything else that kind of goes along with it.
And I do want to talk about Logan. I call him, and I know he'll agree with, or may not, he is the ultimate St. Louis hype man. And when he is in on something, he is in. And Logan and his wife, Carrie, who is a graphic artist, and they designed the new teamjakey.org website. You guys are rock stars, Logan. I keep telling you that, but you got that aw shucks mentality.
I appreciate that, but Sam can tell you, like, I'll play humble card right now because the group is big, and we all, fought to get that website done, and Carrie couldn't have designed it if the team wouldn't have had such great bones to stand on, and that's really what it's about. So we're happy to play a part, and I love being, honestly, and unfortunately, I didn't get to know Jake, so it's really different for me. I met the Zellers later in life, and I love being a non-family member on this board because they needed that more than ever now that I can see. And it's such a good fit, I think, all around. But the board and Sam's family, his mom and dad and his brother and sister and all of the cousins and his wife, like, it's literally a grassroots organization. And we've had people that are like raising their hand to be like, hey, we're interested in being on the board. And we want that one day. We think we can build a bigger house. But Sam has said it best. Like, we're kind of grassroots. They've been grassroots. Mm-hmm. We've gone a little corporate with a cleaner website that makes signing up for the team easier. You can donate easier, and you can do all these things just a little bit easier. And then the incentive, man, if you're thinking of sponsoring our group, the 501c3 is an incentive. Like, go ahead and take advantage of that. And there's more to be gained other than just a good event, which, I always say, like, we talk, like Sam says, we're the bridge. We'll get you to Provident Behavioral Health. If you're struggling, call 988-24/7. But also, this is also just a good family event that might just get you out of your own head. I've realized it's a bridge for me and even my own family because it's just something people want to be around. And I just think it's great. Obviously, I'm involved. So September 20th, man, come out and see us. Teamjakey.org. Everything is there.
Yeah, we will do a deeper dive into all the events and all the fun stuff happening in Florissant on the 20th of September. In the meantime, seriously, if you're looking for website design, graphic marketing ideas, I'm telling you, Carrigan Ventures with Logan and his wife, Carrie, they've been helping me out with my website and all my everything here for more than a year now. So we're going to talk more about all of the events going on. We did kind of like a little bit of a rudimentary list about what's happening there. So we're going to talk now about everything going on. So this is happening Saturday, September 20th. The hours again, guys?
I'd say that check-in starts at 11:30.
Okay, check-in starts at now.
And
Do you have to pre-register to go to this, or can you just show up?
Teams need to be pre-registered, sign up for your team. But you can show up the day of and spectate, attend. It'll be $30 at the door. We take all forms of payment.
And it's
all right.
It's
and
25,
again, this is
it's 25 on the website right now. So if you see the spectator ticket, that's our general admission ticket, and it's all you can eat and drink. Must be 21 to
wait for $25.
Yes,
what?
And 21 to redeem the alcohol, of course. And it's all on premise. And we have donations and great sponsors from the big guys in town and Four Hands, of course. But I would say go get that ticket for $25 on the website.
Yeah.
I don't think I can remember the last time I played cornhole. It was probably at a backyard barbecue or something like that. I think back in the day for me, it was horseshoes, but this is what it's evolved to, right? Cornhole kind of was derived from horseshoes.
Yeah.
But people are serious about this. How many teams do you think you're going to get?
We've generally, we've kind of sized down just for the burden of running a tournament that size. We've kind of hit the 45, 50 teams is pretty ideal for us. Gets the tournament finished in time where people aren't sitting there throwing bags in the dark. But
how many people to a team?
Way more than just a cornhole tournament. At this point, that's just something that's kind of going on. Your serious players are pumped about it, but the people that just can attend, there's so much there, so much to do. I think Logan had tagged it the other day as a family event, not just cornhole.
Very much so.
How many people are on a cornhole team?
Two
people.
And it's $100. Okay, you got to get you the whole play. It gets you a swag bag. Get you the swag bag that has a ton of great swag in it. Our theme this year is float trip. So we're gonna have a lot of float trip themed items with Team Jakey logo on it with all of our sponsors. And it's $100. Sign up on the website, name your team, and you also get the all-inclusive with that too.
Yeah, so all the food, all the drink, everything you want. So sure, we got the cornhole tournament going on, and Sam, you mentioned that sometimes falls a little bit by the wayside because there's so much else going on.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to kind of run down the laundry list of things?
Oh man, as far as just what's going to be there?
Yeah, I mean, we say it's a family-friendly event.
Yeah.
Bring the kiddos, bring everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, number one, the food this year it's always a bit different as far as what we have to offer, but we'll usually have our staples. Dairy Queen comes out huge for us, provides a lot of food from Dairy Queen. This year we'll have some brisket. We'll probably have walking tacos again. So, I mean, from a food variety, for $25, you're doing great. And then beverage, you got your typical non-alcoholic beverages, but everybody comes out for us for beer. So, Four Hands, maybe we got it all from a beverage standpoint. And then, we have live music. Well, DJ, live DJ. One day we might hit that live music. We'll see. But like Logan said, SWAT team, the helicopter is always like a highlight. I'm like a kid in a candy store when I see a helicopter.
Me too. I always run out. I run out with my phone and I'm like, don't get too close. Get the footage. 2 bounce houses.
Yeah.
At least 1 magician. A photo bus op. There's with great props and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, photo bus. St. Louis will be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to mention, of course, Uno the mini horse, my little guy, who you see me post about all the time. He will be there. And this is an opportunity for families to come out and literally they can put stickers all over Uno and sign their name. They autograph Uno or brush them or color his mane. It allows kids, little people, and he's literally only 32 inches tall, to get super close with him and touch him and all that stuff. But Logan, you need to remind me when the helicopter's coming, because I'm sure he won't like that too much. So
we'll bring him.
We'll bust him out of there before then.
Get him some headphones or something.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we do have pony earplugs, so we'll probably do that too.
Perfect.
The only things I feel like we didn't mention, we'll have some face painters there. There's going to be a drill team routine happening. Of course, all of the crew from the Mostly Superheroes podcast will be there. And I will highlight the raffles and silent auction again, because these are some of the best raffles.
Please do.
In the state. I mean, we have amazing donations from St. Louis City and the Cardinals and sports teams, but a lot of great places. Sam, I don't know if you want to rattle off any other raffles off the top of your head, but they're very, very good and everyone can get in on the fun.
Yeah, well, we'll have every year I have a pretty robust bourbon basket with some hard to get bourbons that does really well. And and there are some tough ones to get in that basket. We'll have a luxury suite, most likely, again to the Cardinals game. We'll have a VIP experience to a Cardinals game donated by Dave Glover.
Yeah, Dave Glover, yeah, on Camo X. That's all. He like gives you a tour and takes you up to the press box at that Cardinal game.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but just tons of stuff. We're still hitting that pretty hard right now, so I expect that list to grow quite a bit.
And September 20th is creeping up on us pretty quickly. So people need to jump on the website, teamjakey.org. Either if you want to register one of your cornhole teams, you said, Sam, you're looking for maybe 40 to 45 teams this
Yes,
year?
that's usually the ideal for timing. So we're getting there, but we could always use more.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in sponsoring or donating, you can get your name on the swag bag, things like that, or put your items inside the swag bag. It sounds like you guys have been working nonstop since last year's event. So is it a thing where when you guys both who sit on the board, after this is over, you go, whew, you have a nice four hands brew,
Yeah.
just kind of decompress and you hit the ground running for the year after, right?
Yeah, and we're always just trying to think of what ways can we make this even more family friendly, get people to, we get it's a Saturday, it's tough to bring your kids out. But the more we can entertain those little ones, we're just always thinking of ways to just make this a family friendly event where you're fine being there for 2, 3, 4 hours.
I
Yeah, I'm
think
fine being there.
I
Go
would
ahead, Logan.
I would say I'd like to like you kind of like wrap it up with like it is the family friendly event. And I think, we have 400 plus attendees come to this and you should come. This is for everyone. Like if you're solo, especially if you're solo, like let's get you there and you're going to make a friend and you might end up getting in a group chat or something. You just don't know what's going to happen, or bring the family and just have a few hours of fun. But the fundraiser part, I cannot ignore the fact that this is our flagship fundraiser event, and we made our highest amount last year, Sam. The number, just to cover me for an asterisk, was around $50,000 last year
Yeah.
raised. And we want to beat that this year. And I promise you, like, the more we raise, the more stuff we do, the more stuff we bring to the flagship event, and the more events you see in between. And I
Yep.
know that just sounds like more events, more fun, which is true, but it really does save lives. And we know that from
Yeah.
people telling us. And one part of the website at teamjakey.org is share your story, even anonymously, of course.
Yeah.
If you have anything that's ever happened to you with Team Jakey, or you want some help, we're not claiming to be 988. That's who can really help you. But you can share your stories with Team Jakey, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, and
And
even
of
at the event,
yeah,
this is not an event where you spill your guts and somebody's like, "Whoa, this isn't the place." This is exactly the place. This is you can talk about mental health, suicide prevention, all you want at these events,
Yep,
and have fun at the same time.
that's right.
and have fun at the same time. And we keep bringing up the word family. And of course, this would not have come to fruition, Team Jakey and the whole thing, if you guys didn't lose your if Sam and family members didn't lose Jake because he took his own life. And the family, of course, it is a tragedy which will never leave you. But this is something where the family came together. And I've had the privilege to meet your mom and your dad and your sister and your cousins. And it is true, the tentacles that go out for this event and the efforts that you guys are putting forth, it is truly a family effort. And that's
Mhm.
what you want to kind of pay it forward to other families who may be going through the same thing. So I think the word family is integral, not only with the teamjakey.org moniker and the organization, but this event as well. Family is the word.
Yep, and we all take this very personal. So,
Yeah.
we have a personal touch, we have personal care. This means a lot to us.
And I can see from the outside, when I see this family, I realize that really it is about saving lives, but it's really about what could we have done to save Jake? And like that's
Yeah.
all we're ever doing, I think. It seems like everything we do comes back to that.
Yeah,
Because I think that's why I got involved too, was realizing I had my own struggles too. You start to feel like, "Oh, wait, I this is good for me." And I think that it's good for a lot of folks. So I hate how it had to start, but I look at all the good that's happened too, and it's just one of those
Yeah.
very bittersweet things, and there's been a lot of good had.
hmm
There is no doubt about that, you guys. And of course, you guys and everybody listening will be hearing about it probably even before this airs, long before this airs, all over social media. So let's run down. If you follow me on social media, I'm pretty much everywhere at Randy Naughton, Randi. Naughton, Naughton, just at Randy Naughton. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm everywhere. Facebook, you name it. Find me, follow me, and then you will make sure to find out all the details about this fabulous cornhole event going on. And what about you, Jake?
Sam.
I mean, Sam.
No, that's never happened. That's never happened.
I know, you're twins. I'm sorry. What about you, Sam?
Oh, you can find Team Jakey on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram. We're everywhere. And then it's real easy now to say teamjakey.org. What a blessing, and how easy is that? Teamjakey.org. It's all there.
Teamjakey.org. And Logan, I know that you're never on social media.
Yeah, but I'll keep it. I work with you, Randy, so you can find me on Randy's podcast sometimes. You can find Randy and Team Jakey featured on my podcast, Mostly Superheroes, the podcast, everywhere. Just look for Mostly Superheroes. And then I will definitely end with go to teamjakey.org and find out the rest.
And when I mentioned that Logan is the ultimate St. Louis hype man, this guy is pretty much everywhere. If you follow him on social media, he's got his hands in so many cookie jars with local businesses and local organizations. And he's working hard with his wife there in the St. Louis area to help other podcasts and other marketing teams kind of get their things done. So seriously, if you're interested in, you need a new web design or you need a new art or whatever, I'm telling you, Logan and his wife, Carrie, they are the ones. They are the ones.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we are looking forward to the 20th of September there at the Knights of Columbus in Florissant. This is a Saturday. Bring the kids out. It is going to be, as we mentioned, a family-friendly event. And of course, it is all to hopefully end the stigma of mental illness and suicide prevention. I cannot urge you enough to go to the website teamjakey.org, which is now an official 501c3, and you can get all the information you need. And if you want to say, hey, I want to jump on board with the sponsorship, it's never too late to do that. Or if you're thinking about it and kind of on the fence, maybe come out to the event and see what it's all about. And you're going to say, I want to jump on board for next year, because guess what? This its 12th year, it's not going away. We're doing this every year, right, guys?
Bigger and better every year.
And we need a lot of volunteers too. If you got time, there's a link on the website for volunteers. So all of it, man, it's all there.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you joining us. And again, go to the teamjakey.org website and you will find links to everything you need to know. In the meantime, thanks to KTRS Radio for having us today. Of course, More to Say is on the air on KTRS every Sunday. You can go to ktrs.com and click on the podcast tab to also hear past episodes. So thanks for joining us here on the More to Say podcast. Until next time.
This has been More to Say with Randy Naughton. Interesting conversations with interesting people. Be sure to like or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.